you're at home, you've tried to figure out 1,000 different ways to exercise and do workouts, and it often involves a whole lot of dumbbell or kettlebell stuff. If you're having issues with implementing these new workouts, especially if it's high intensity interval training, and your back's feeling a little goofy and you just have no idea what you're doing wrong, what I want to point you towards is your feet today. Right? So this coaching tip is going to focus on how does my feet relate to what I'm feeling kind of up in my back and hip area. So the most important key for this is if I go down to my foot, is that oftentimes what your arch of your foot is doing and what your feet are doing to press into the floor are directly related to what's going on at your hip here, right? So in a quick initiation, we know that what is happening down at the ankle, like if you sprain your ankle, you'll have a different sensation and feeling in what your glutes are doing. So when people say, do you feel your glutes with that? And you're like, nope. Well, then look at your foot. So what we're gonna focus on is keeping that big toe pressing down into the ground. And you can see my toe doing that, and my feet, and I'm pushing my knee out slightly and spreading the floor. I'm very active with this. So now let's tie this into a squat or a kettlebell swing, which you might be doing a whole lot of right now. So it's all about the feet from here. As I get set up, I wanna make sure I do this. Big toes down, knees out. When I do that, I automatically feel more outside of my hips. That might not be the case for you, right? But it's working on practicing that to see, can I push to the floor, push my big toes in, knees out slightly, doesn't have to be massive, but just enough movement of those three things to feel your hip moving forward, right? Now I tie that into my kettlebell swing as I come through. And now what I would typically feel like if it was in my low back, because my feet are actually going out on the sides like this, or my feet are kind of coming in like this slightly, now transitions to feel more in my butt. So our coaching tip for you is to figure out how do your feet align to when you're squatting and kettlebell swinging. What you should do, push through the floor, push your big toe in, push your knees out. If you can do that and feel your hips while you're hinging over, you're in a good spot. But then go the opposite way. Let your knees come in as you're in this hip position, and you'll notice you begin to feel it more in your low back where those dimples are. If you're doing that, you have a great idea of assessment and control of how to shift what you feel during kettlebell swings and squats and how your feet connect to your hips. For more recharge coaching tips, make sure you like or subscribe to find us on all our social media channels or our YouTube where we have all our videos laid out for you.